Now what happens is leaves and debris get caught in this grate and it clogs this up a bit. If I don't clean that out when this happens, it will overflow and it'll go above ground. This is spring, you know, this is where we're gonna get our biggest events. Just thousands of gallons of water. Thousands of gallons of water. All right, well, it happened again. Here we are. If I don't make my own pond, nature does it for me. Oh my gosh. Just look at this. I don't even know where the mouth of the drain is. I don't know if I should even walk in there. Oh, Mother Nature. I don't know, my boots might not be tall enough. I know the opening is right over here somewhere. Maybe that's it right there. How deep is this? Don't fall down. All right, here's the, okay, all right, I think I found it. Where's the metal? That's a big rock. Where's the metal? This water's cold, by the way. All right, here we go. I think I found it. It's gotta be over here more. I think I found the edge of the creek. Yeah, it's gotta be like right here. Oh, don't go too deep. There's the brick. Okay, now I know where I am. All right. Gotta get this out. It's coming. I wonder if I can at least clear this drain over here. There we go. Is that water coming out of it or? Oh, this is crazy. I gotta get that grate off of there. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. Let's go look in the barn. Oh my gosh. My feet are frozen. Look at this. This is crazy. The river. Out into the fields. Oh yeah, the barn is flooded. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's a little wet here. This corner's dry. That is very surprising. Wow. Well, water's coming up over there, but that could be worse. I need to get that grate out of there somehow. Oh, hear it bubbling here? What do you do about it? You know, I've said this before. You cannot stop flooding. You can only change where it floods. That's why I want it to flood in a pond and not here. Maybe with a little bit of leverage, I don't know. Got it. I got it. Now it's got somewhere to go. Look at that. That's the drain over there bubbling. Oh, well, just there it goes. Oh, it's shooting up out of everywhere. Look at this down here. Now that the drain's open, it's shooting up like a geyser. You see, I put in black double wall corrugated pipe, but this under here is concrete pipe, just butted together. So anywhere there's a crack, that's where the pressure's coming through. And the farmers' fields, they're getting watered. Oh my goodness. It's the best I can do. Yeah, I know taking that grate off, if I get debris, a stick or something, I had to take the grate off. I mean, I had to. Yeah, it's flowing. You see, right about here where the pond will begin, I think I would put a stone dam that would act as a silt trap right before the pond. And then every year I could scoop out the silt that settles in it, but it would also slow this down, you know? I mean, a little bit. The land bridge sure works. That's some water there. Woo! We grew up with this, believe it or not, when we were kids. Actually, up until last year, the city of Canfield finally fixed the drainage problem near my parents' house. They had a creek this big at least that would flood, and it would flood all the way into their house. So I guess I'm fortunate that this is an acre or so away from the house. That's a lot of water. Look at how it's going into this pipe. So this is a 24-inch concrete culvert. Let me get you down in there so you can see it. That's a 24-inch concrete culvert. And the one that goes under the road is an 18-inch. And it's just barely sucking it through. It's doing it though. Let's go see what it looks like under the road. Look at it just blowing through there like a jet. I guess I should be thankful that's only an 18-inch culvert under the road, because if that were a bigger culvert, imagine the flow of water here. That road at least slows this down. Anybody want to go whitewater rafting? Oh. What a difference a day makes, huh? Yeah, it's still kind of squishy, but floodwaters have receded. So the important thing to take from a situation like this is, number one, nothing got destroyed. This has happened before, and luckily it doesn't wash the barn away. Nothing got destroyed, and we can learn from this. We can learn by seeing what happens in a major rain event and then try and think of something to solve it. And I really think this is the biggest part of the problem. This. To catch all this debris. Yeah, this is just, get it cleaned out a little. This is just a cutout piece of cattle panel or livestock panel. You know, the previous owner used it. And it's effective for catching debris, but I think it's too effective, actually. I think it catches too much. I don't mind this little stuff going through. This will not clog the whole pipe. It's big sticks and things that I need to avoid. So I think I'm gonna have to make myself a proper grate that will allow more of this small debris to go through, therefore allowing the water to go through, because once the grate is out, you know, the water goes down, and I still don't know in a major rain event like that if the water can flow through there, if it won't flood. So I might even have to build a proper catch basin and install it here. It certainly would help to mitigate the amount of water that collects right here at the barn. But none of that is happening today. No, sir. Those are things you put on the back burner. I hope we don't get another huge rain event like we did. Maybe, you know, we usually get one per spring, but we're nowhere out of the woods yet, that's for sure. Oh, we could definitely get another big rain. Yeah, like I said, the real lucky part of it is when stuff like that happens, knock on wood, I don't have stuff destroyed. It doesn't wash the side of the barn off. It doesn't, you know. So if that happens again, it'll just happen again, and we'll flood out into the fields, and that's just the way it goes. But there's always firewood. There's always firewood. Once you take care of whatever you got to take care of, let's make some firewood. Yeah, so here's what I got. I got this basket right here full of mixed that I've got about halfway full, and just need to finish it off. Gonna do that. Things are stacking up back in here. By the time my motorized pallet jack comes, I will have plenty of wood to move out into the fields and let them dry. And yeah, there's just always firewood. So let's fill another basket of mixed hardwood, and then I've got a whole lot of oak lined up and waiting to split. So we'll fill some baskets oak. I was at least intelligent enough to move the entire operation farther into the barn, so nothing got completely saturated here. Yeah. So this is a pretty cool thing, and when I have ideas that pan out and work really well, I like to share them with you guys. So when my scrap, and I mean like the junk stuff that I put on the ground here, when it's full, I take the forks and I just kind of scoop it up. There we go. And once I have that scooped up, I want to take it up to the burn pit and dump this in to be burned. These grab hooks that I welded on the sides of my pallet forks are just absolutely the best. So I just take these chains and I cut a couple of little holes in the side of these, and just take your grab hook, snug it up there. Same thing on the other side. There's a hole in this. Just hook that hook through there. Then you take your chain, snug it up. Now come with me, I'll show you. So now I just bring it right up here to the burn pit. Those chains are hooked to that, so it's not gonna fall off. And I can just empty the whole thing just like that. Done. Yeah. So what have we learned from this video, right? Well, let's talk about the pond a little bit. I did think quite a bit more, and you know, if you think about it, you've got a bowl, like a pond, a bowl, and you take water from a pitcher and you pour that water. Doesn't matter how fast you pour it, that bowl will fill up. Now, once the bowl is full, the faster you pour the water in, it's gonna come out at the same rate that it goes in. So a pond isn't necessarily going to solve my problems. There's bigger problems beyond that. If the pond is low, like if I had a detention pond, and if you don't know the difference between a detention pond and a retention pond, retention retains the water, it's full all the time. Detention just detains the water and then lets it go slowly. So if I built a detention pond area, which would be a dry pond, then it could fill up with all that rainwater and then slowly let it go. But if I had a full pond, then it doesn't solve it. It really doesn't. So what's most important is the catch basin and the drain. Number one, that grate. I have to change out that grate. I'll probably make one. I've got some rebar. I could weld one together. The spaces have to be bigger. We already went over that. But what it really needs right there is, so I plan on putting a catch basin at the top that will determine the height of the pond. It needs another catch basin at that base of the spillway where water may overflow. If the first catch basin is overrun, that's where it'll go, and it'll go down into that. That's where I am right now. I don't know, if there's some experts out there and you've got some words of wisdom, I would really appreciate it. If you're a naysayer and you say, you can't do this, you can go pound salt, really. Just stay out of the comments. Anyway. Oh, yeah, we're learning things. And you know what else I'm learning? I've got a lot of firewood, you know? I'm making good progress. But 12 cords by Easter isn't gonna happen. I counted. And Easter is like next week, so I've got 4.5 cords. And that includes the firewood I'm giving to my parents. It's okay, it's okay. I'm just gonna keep going. You guys are very encouraging, and you've told me several times, several of you have said, don't concentrate on the bad, what you haven't gotten done. Think about your accomplishments, and just do what's in front of you. That's the way to do it. So anyway, I appreciate all your comments and all your words of encouragement, and I hope you can learn things the same as I'm learning things, and that's the whole reason I started this channel in the first place. So appreciate you stopping by. Hit the like and the thumb and the thing and that, and boom, 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 and I will see you next time when I'm doing more stuff.